Hello friends, this is DMC and this is my quick review, revisit of another coffee that I have reviewed in the past. This is Starbucks House Blend. The review I did previously was a pretty brief one, so I thought I'd take another look at it and see if I could come up with any better review. So if we take a look at the pack, it says Starbucks House Blend, rich and lively. It says medium, which I'm thinking means medium roast. It says ground 100% Arabica coffee, and there at the very bottom, Starbucks Flavor Lock packaging guarantees the fresh flavour of our coffees. And I have to say, there is a real quality to the pack of this coffee. Normally I transfer my coffees into Illy tins or the equivalent, but when you buy this coffee, you just want to keep it in the bag because the quality of the bag, and as I say, it's got a nice resealable clip there at the top of the bag as well. Another thing to point out is that when you buy this coffee, you get a tall latte free with the purchase of this coffee. So when the pack's empty, you take this bag to Starbucks and you get it redeemed for a tall latte. On the back of the pack, just unclip those clips there. On the back of the pack it says brew great coffee, and then it says suitable for filtered coffee, and then store coffee in an airtight, opaque container at room temperature and use within a week of opening. There we have a Conservation International symbol. Proud partners in ethical coffee sourcing since 1998. Starbucks 100% Arabica ground coffee. And this coffee was £2.50 for 200 grams. It sort of ranges between it normally retails about £3.50, but most supermarkets have it on offer at £2.50 most of the time. So if you're looking around in the supermarkets, try and get it for that price rather than the higher price that they sometimes charge. The best before on this, it says house blend. And then it's got another nice thing about the packaging on Starbucks. They tell you the actual produce date. So the produce date of this coffee was the 7th of February 2017. And then they tell you the best before date, which is the 3rd of October 2017. So they give this a shelf life of about 7 months. And a lot of the coffees that you buy in the supermarkets have got shelf lives of over a year, so these are giving this pack quite a short shelf life. The description is on the side of the pack. It says the story of house blend. It's deceptively simple, a blend of fine Latin American beans roasted to a glistening dark chestnut colour, loaded with flavour, balancing tastes of nuts and cocoa, just a touch of sweetness from the roast. This coffee is our beginning, the very first blend we ever created for you back in 1971, a delicious cup of coffee, period. And there's the, as I say, the free coffee offer on the side of the pack. On the other side, it says the Starbucks roast. Each coffee requires a slightly different roast to reach its peak of aroma, acidity, body and flavour. We classify our coffees in 3 roast profiles, so finding your favourite is easy. And this says it's a medium roast, balanced, smooth and rich. And there, I'm not sure what that is. So that's the pack. If we take a look at the coffee, well, they're trying to say that it's not a dark roast, but really, it really is to me, it really is a very dark roast, this one. It's almost charcoal, and like I say, maybe for Starbucks this isn't considered a dark roast, but I certainly would consider this one a very dark roast. You do hear a lot of people complaining about Starbucks that they over roast the beans, but yeah, it's described as a medium, but I would say this is a dark roasted coffee, this one. The first thing that comes to mind when you open the pack, it says on the pack, rich and lively. It's chocolatey, nutty, with a real smokiness. It almost smells like a Italian or French roast. It's quite fruity too, I noticed. Taste wise, it is quite a sweet coffee, this one, and fruity as well. Very slight nuttiness. It's got that dark roast taste with no real bitterness, but I'd say a slight bitterness in the aftertaste. So there's no taste of bitterness in the coffee, but you do get it in the aftertaste, I noticed. It's a nice, well-rounded coffee, this one. Like all Starbucks, they seem to roast the beans to near charcoal, but I don't find them unpleasant. I quite like this coffee, actually. And they also do a Colombian and espresso beans, which I buy quite regularly, the espresso beans. So yeah, I quite like this coffee, and as I say, I've bought it in the past, and I'll buy it again, this one. If you haven't tried this, coffee, I would definitely recommend it. I would recommend it, especially if you like dark roasted coffees, and even if you don't, I'd say it's still worth a try. So yeah, if anyone has tried this coffee, let me know what you think of it in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more coffee reviews in the future, subscribe to my channel. That was my quick review. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.
This is coffee.